Hello everyone, it's James from Keeping It Anime, and today we're going over episode 30 of Bungo Stray Dogs. Now, we start off the episode with a showcase of the detective agency's tiredness after facing off against the guild and stopping the Moby Nick. So these events follow straight after that pretty much. And we also get to see their abilities in action, as the cafe that they love to stay in and to hang out in gets attacked by a crime outlet. And these people seem to think that they're safe and everything, but detective agencies show they're wrong. And I love the way that they're shown to be monsters in this scene, because we all know that they are, and it's nice to see these type of things come back every now and again, just to remind us as the viewer just how cool these guys are. Like, we see Light the Snow's effect basically stop the security cameras. We see Atashi's were-tiger form taking out all the bad guys. We see, I can't remember his name now. The kind of farmer-looking guy with the brute strength. We see him basically take down this door that's meant to be, like, from a blast shelter. Nothing can get through. He basically breaks out with ease. And then we see the lady who has Thou Shall Not Die, being a complete monster and a savage, attacking the leader with a chainsaw. We then obviously get reminded that Rampo is a detective genius, because he managed to deduce where they are within like 5 seconds. And then Dazai is just there, just to be Dazai. However, this scene does have something good to talk about, because we have a return of a former guild member in Lucy. Now, if you remember in season 2, where they were fighting against the guild, Lucy had an ability known as Aunt of the Abyss Red. She can create a room, like a subspace, and if Arn catches you, which Arn's a monster, and if it catches you while playing hide and seek, then I think you're trapped in that room or something. But I really did like the fact they brought her back, because it just opens up a question: what is she there for? She has a mysterious metal box that we have no idea what's inside. But it's just nice to see a returning character that was an enemy that might potentially bring something good later on down the road. Now, we've got Atashi, our main character, the were-tiger, however you want to go by his name. I know I pronounced his name wrong in my last few reviews, but I'm trying to correct my mistakes, why not? And then we got Kundeki? We then have Kunakita, the guy that has the policy ability. And those two are basically going to meet a former agency member in a new character to us is Toyama. His ability is Futon. He can control any electronic device by looking at them, but in order to do so he must be fully concentrating and focused, and he must have a sense of feeling at home, which is why he has to stay under his futon, because that's the only place that he feels comfortable with. Now, they're doing this because they have the control device for the Moby Nick. And if you remember from season 2, that was hacked by, what's his name? I did a review about him last week, so I should remember his name, but it escaped my tongue. But the leader of the rats. And basically, they're trying to use this guy's ability to try and find out more information and to get the investigation rolling. However, this new character can't use his ability at the moment, because he is madly in love with a mysterious black-headed lady. And in order to use his ability and be of any use to the agency must find her and allow him to confess his feelings to her. And then we have the crazy girl, Hiwachi, and her affection for our favourite anti-hero, Atagawa, enter the show. She spots this mysterious black-headed lady with our favourite anti-hero, Atagawa, and it causes her to go crazy psycho lover, because obviously she has affectionate feelings towards him. This then gives us a nice race between Higachi and Toyama, one racing to kill this woman, and the other one to confess his feelings. Now, judging by what we already know from Toyama, this was actually a bit surprising, because at the moment we know him to be an untidy, almost like a shut-in neat. If you're familiar with that phrase, he basically loves his computers, loves his futon, and never leaves his house. He doesn't do any washing up or any cleaning, there's garbage bags everywhere, so he's not very hygienic. And the fact that he's running outside is quite surprising for his character, for what we know at the moment. However, we then find the ultimate trap reveal.
You triggered my trap card!
And it turns out this woman is actually Gin. Gin is a Port Mafia member, and is actually Atagawa's sister, which is a new reveal to us, and that was pretty cool. And I did like the reveal of that lady being Gin. I found it pretty funny. However, this doesn't disturn our lover boy Toyama, and he still hands his love letter over and gets rejected. However, this isn't all bad, because this does help to give us as the audience a bit more insight to his character. As we already know, he's not much in the way of tidiness, and he doesn't really leave his own house. So from that respect, that's all we know. However, this does actually help us solidify a view of this character that shows to us as a viewer that he's actually a bit more respectful. Because it's stated in this episode that he knew he would have a 0% chance at getting this girl to go out with him. However, he needed to confess his feelings, knowing that he would be rejected. Otherwise, he knew deep down that he could not help the detective agency in their investigation. He even says during this episode that he hates Port Mafia members, and he can never forgive them. So even when finding out that Gin was a Port Mafia member, he still had to go through with his love letter confession. And that was the only way that he could get his feelings across and get his focus back, because he's too much of a wimp to basically say his feelings, face to face. And this is actually evidence earlier on in the show, because when he's telling Higachi, God, I can't get her name right. He's yelling at her, but he's looking away, so he has a girl problem. Now, this will probably be touched upon later on. Like, I can imagine, Lucy coming in and wanting to infiltrate some kind of technology that they've got at the agency, and Toyama's in the room, and he's the only one there that can defend it, and he's going to have to try and come over that or something, or I can see that happening, 100%, or, something like that. Maybe not Lucy as such, but just somebody in general. Now, overall, this episode was really fun. It was a light-hearted episode that had a lot of amazing comedy in. I laughed quite a lot through this episode, and you know what? I'm actually liking the new character in Toyama, and his ability does seem pretty cool, but I do want to see a bit more from it before I start questioning its usefulness. And yeah, so overall, this episode, if you're wanting an episode that's very comedic, very light, very kind of showcasing at the beginning of just what our characters are still capable of, then it's a funny episode for you. I do like the end credit scene as well, where we have Higuchi, or Higawachi, I don't know at this point. She tells Gin to basically call her Oni-chan, which obviously is a bit of a joke, but it still made me laugh. So yeah, this episode, it may not have been good as the other episodes because of the whole story aspect and the plot development. However, this episode was great in its own mind due to the fact is that it raised a few questions that we want answered, and it gave us a good light-hearted comedy feel. So definitely go and check it out. But other than that, guys, if you've enjoyed this review, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me, and until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day, and keep it anime. Bye!